Well, hello, my name is April Oxendine. I am one of the pastors here at Reformation Church, and I just want to share a quick testimony about an encounter I had recently in Bralynn's ministry and some of the things that happened after that meeting. I have struggled with severe headaches, sinus pressure, and depression related to weather for as long as I can remember. I guess since I was a teenager or a young woman. But anytime there's lots of clouds in the sky or there's rainy days, I struggle with pressure and pain across my nose, and then headaches in my eyes, and then having mood swings when the weather doesn't add up the way that I think it should add up. I really didn't know what was causing it other than, sinus pressure or maybe just a headache. So long story short, we had a session together, and Bralynn heard the word barometric pressure, and we didn't really know much about that. And so as we just continued to pursue the Lord to give us more information on that, she asked me some questions, and I remember just sitting there with my eyes closed, and I had a vision of myself as a little girl sitting in my grandmother's living room watching the TV and seeing a tornado. And as soon as I saw myself there, I immediately responded with crying. And she asked me what was I feeling and what was going on. But in that moment, all I remember is feeling alone and afraid. And I don't think I'd ever felt that before. I was surrounded by family all the time, especially at my grandmother's house. But that day in particular, I felt afraid. And of course, I don't remember that happening, but in the vision, I did remember it. And so we prayed about it, and the Lord identified that I had connected to barometric pressure in some way. And the Lord revealed through that meeting that had controlled my life in a sense for many years. I will share this, that anytime we would go on vacation or have a date night planned or anything of that nature, if it was raining or cloudy, it would almost ruin our whole trip because it controlled me and how I felt. And so, long story short, that happened on a Friday. We broke the tie and experienced freedom in that area. 2 days later, just so happened to be our family summer vacation. And I remember we were loading the truck and it started raining. And immediately I felt overwhelmed, I felt sad, I felt moody. And my husband made a comment. He said, "Let's not start like this." And the reason he made that comment is because every time in the past that it would rain, it would just ruin our whole trip. And so when he said that, I remembered what happened on Friday. And one of the things that we identified on Friday is that the Lord had upgraded my helmet of salvation, and he had put, what are they called? He had put radars on there so that I would be able to identify when it tried to come back. And that's exactly what happened. And so I remembered the session on Friday, and I claimed again my freedom from barometric pressure. I put my hoodie on and I kept loading the truck, and we made it to Virginia without any incident. Since then, we have had many rainy days in Moore County, many cloudy days, but I have not had one headache or one reappearing of the sinus pressure. And I'm honest when I say I have dealt with this for years. So that's my testimony, and that's what the Lord did.